pilot, who we'll talk about in a minute, recommended that only 7 people fly with Aaliyah, or a total of 7 people in the party. She happened to have 8 in her party. And there was also some heavy equipment and luggage on board. Aaliyah was a nervous flyer, and she was immediately sort of put off by this. Another thing, the flight was scheduled to take off early in the night. It was about 3.5 hours late to arrive at the Abaco Islands.
Which, if you're a nervous flyer, already adds to your anxiety. You see this tiny plane, they're late, it's nightfall all of a sudden. Shortly after takeoff, literally 200 feet from the runway, the plane nosedives and crashes, killing nearly instantly 7 of the passengers and the pilot. The only survivor in the immediate aftermath of the crash was a man named Scott Gallen. Scott Gallen was Aaliyah's security guard.
It's been over 2 decades, but the world still can't shake the feeling Aaliyah's demise wasn't just some tragic accident, because recently shocking new details have started to resurface. The FBI is reportedly reopening parts of Aaliyah's case, and the names being brought up are not who anyone expected. Beyoncé and Diddy, 2 of the biggest names in music, now whispered about in the same breath as one of the industry's biggest losses. And it's not just noise. There are claims of sealed communications, suppressed witness accounts, and behind-the-scenes pressure that may have kept the full truth from ever coming out.
Okay. I was tired. My friends were dying. My friend Nisha died, then Aaliyah died the year after that, and then the World Trade Center blew up. It was just so much stuff going on.
But I hear Aaliyah was a big point for you, was it not?
Absolutely. It was a...
How so?
Because I know what kind of company she was in. It's the kind of company that we all as artists, young artists that don't know and that are not aware, we end up drinking and partying and no one tells us the truth. And that's the environment I believe that she was in. And that's why I feel like that could have just been me on that plane. You know what I'm saying? Because no one was telling her probably the truth, and no one was telling me the truth. I had someone say to me, girl, it's okay to drink and be promiscuous. I mean, right in the middle of me doing these things. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. And now when I had the wake-up call, I was like, I can't believe someone actually said that to me. It's okay to spin and just be a mess.
Aaliyah was one of those rare artists who had it from the very beginning. She first caught attention at just 10 years old when she appeared on Star Search, but that was just the warm-up. By 14, she dropped her debut album produced by R. Kelly. The album went double platinum. She was the youngest artist to ever perform at the Oscars. She earned Grammy nominations, released hit after hit, and was cast in major films like Romeo Must Die and Queen of the Damned. Her look and sound helped redefine R&B and pop in the late 90s. Everything about her screamed next level. And while she was becoming a global star, behind the scenes she had a solid relationship with Rockefeller co-founder Damon Dash. Their relationship was both romantic and professional. Dame has said many times that Aaliyah changed how he saw the world. She brought balance into his life. But there was one thing about her that stuck out. She had a deep fear of small planes. According to people close to her, Aaliyah didn't like flying in small aircraft, and she had every reason to feel that way. Unfortunately, that fear came true on August 25, 2001. She was returning from the Bahamas after shooting the Rock the Boat music video. That's when she boarded a small Cessna 42B, a decision that turned out to be fatal. The plane was overloaded. It was carrying more weight than it was designed to handle, including equipment and luggage. That's red flag number 1. Red flag number 2, the pilot, Luis Morales III, wasn't even licensed to fly that aircraft. And it gets worse. Toxicology reports later showed he had traces of cocaine and alcohol in his system. Before the plane took off, local baggage handlers warned the team that the load was too heavy, but according to reports, those concerns were dismissed. There was pressure to leave quickly, and just like that, they were in the air. The flight didn't last more than 60 seconds. The plane crashed shortly after takeoff, killing all 9 people on board, and just like that, Aaliyah's light was gone. Now, fast forward to today. Rumors are saying that the FBI is taking another look at the case. Apparently, new evidence or insider testimonies may have surfaced enough to warrant digging into sealed files that haven't been touched in years, and people are asking, was this really just an accident? Or is there more to it? Because for years, fans have heard whispers, secrets, and a quiet cover-up. She was flying high until one flight brought it all crashing down. But was it just a tragic accident or something much darker? And part of that darkness starts with a strange rumor that's never fully gone away. Some say Aaliyah wasn't supposed to be on that plane at all. The story goes that she got a call, an emergency involving Dame Dash, that made her leave the Bahamas earlier than planned. But here's the problem. No one close to her has confirmed that call actually happened. Not her choreographer, Fatima Robinson, not Damon Dash. No official record. It's just a rumor. So if there wasn't an emergency, why the sudden rush?